Okay, so let me start with the part file. And right now there are no parameters that are defined. So, but you know how to activate the feature if you want to see the parameters in the tree. Please check your notes to see the uh, Power, PowerPoint slides. Now, let's go and make a nominal part like the one that we want. So on that vertical plane, I will sketch. By the look of it, we have essentially a triangle. So let me draw an arbitrary triangle here. File here. It's an arbitrary triangle. Very good. That last piece I don't want. Now, I also want a circle here. So let's go and draw an arc. Perhaps something like that. And then what we can do is to do a bit of a cleanup. First of all, I don't want these end pieces, so let's do a quick trim. Get rid of this and get rid of that. And I want a break point, uh, a break in this line. Okay, so let's see where the break in the line was. Let's check this right there, where the quick trim is. The rest of the item, I think this is the break. Okay, break this line with that arc. Okay, so notice I now have a line here and I have a line there. Okay, and the same thing on this side, another break, this line with that line. Okay, now this is going to be a construction. Okay, so let's change this thing into a construction line, right? Same thing with that one. That one is going to be a construction line. Okay, very good. Incidentally, I always want these things to be on. Okay, always keep them on. Now, we want to circle on this side. So let's do another arc. For example, here, starting at this end, going like that. But I don't want it to be construction, of course. But I do want to, I want to trim this piece, this quick trim this piece. Okay. Let's put our parameters here. So for example, I want that thing to have a radius. Later on, Control Z, Control Z. Okay, right there. I want this thing to be in this out of the way, right there. This is dimension. I want this circle to have to be dimensioned. Right there. Very good. Now, we want a dimension of that edge. And we want to dimension these two angles. So let's do a dimension between this line and that line. Okay, and another dimension, angle dimension up here. So another angle dimension between this and that. Now, the thing is that can I move these? Can I move this somehow? So we can see that except for the position of this, in other words, if I dimension something from the horizontal dimension, this is going to be completely restrained. Okay. All right. Now, incidentally, this angle, let me see now, this angle, we want this thing to be tangent. I forgot to do that. So that line control this line. You want them to be tangent to each other. Okay, now, if I put a dimension from any of these corner point to the vertical axis, this whole thing should become green. So, for example, from that corner point to this, everything is green. Now, I don't want it. I'll just leave it the way it is. This, except for where it is horizontally, this is all fully constrained. In other words, I cannot just change these shapes of things like that. Okay, so that's this. So exit, and we're going to pad this. There we are. And now we're going to introduce our parameters. So let's go to f of x. Where's f of x? F of x. All right, so let me see now. We have R1 and R2 as length dimensions. So let me change this thing to length. New parameter, and this is going to be little a. I'll put down some value here right now. Now, if I don't know what it is, the best thing to do is to click on that screen, okay? Notice that there is an A somewhere that I created it, but where is it? Okay, on the rename parameter. Oh, no, I haven't done that. Cancel. Let's do it again. Okay. So new parameter. Oh, there it was. There it was. Okay, so that thing I wanted to be 45, roughly 45. Okay. I want this length to be this is going to be R1. So this is going to be R1. And right now it's 21, so I put down 21 here, or 20, doesn't matter. Another length, R2, and by the look of it, it is 34-ish, down 34. Okay, so that takes care of the length dimensions. And then we're going to do angles. First one is going to be this angle up there, which is alpha. So I put like this, alpha. And right now it is 58 degrees, something like that. 58, apply. And another one, and this angle is beta, I believe, so I'm going to call it beta. Beta. And right now it's 44 degrees. I'll put down, 40. Apply. Notice that these things that are created are here. Now, as for the material, it says none, which is okay. We'll fill it up. I want the name of the the part. So we're going to change this into string. I'll call it new parameter, and I'll call this thing part name, desired part name, and I'll put down here right now nothing, blank, basically. Apply. And another one, which I'm going to call material. Well, material is up there, so that's okay. So just leave it the way it is. So we say okay. So notice that these have been created, and what I want to do is now introduce how they're related to the model. So once again, click on f of x, click on the screen. I want this thing to be equal to a. So add a formula equal to, all I have to do is to select a from the tree right there, or go on the rename parameter, select from here, but I'll do it. See that right there. If you do it from there, you have to click it twice. Say okay. That one, the formula, that's equal to R1, I believe. This one, the formula equal to R2. Okay, and One thing I forgot to do was the width of this. We'll do that later, no problem. This angle, this thing, equal to alpha, add a formula equal to alpha. And this guy, add a formula equal to beta. Okay, one more thing. If you go if you go to the to this database, find a part number. Now, if you can't find it, just click on the part. There will be a part number. Let's go find it. Part number, right here, part number. This. Add a formula equal to desired name, and then we say OK. And then we say OK. Now, a couple of things I haven't done. I forgot to define the parameter here, which is W. So let me go ahead and do that. Click on f of x. Another length parameter. Oops. Length parameter. Add the formula. No. Yeah, screwed up. F of x. A new parameter of type length. Call this thing W. And let's give it 10 millimeters. Or 10 millimeters. We say OK. There it is. We can see that it's right there. So f of x. Click on there. Find where the pad length is, pad width is. It's right there. I can see that. There. The formula equal to W, and then we say OK. And then we say OK. The only thing I haven't done here, let's go and check a few things. You haven't done anything about material yet. I know that. So first of all, let's go and check W. Let's make this thing 50 or 40, see what happens. Fatter. Let me put it back right once. This is the angle beta. Angle beta is the one over here. Okay, so let me go and change this thing to maybe 30. There, see that? This angle is 30 now. This angle beta, alpha up there right now is 58. Let me make it 45. There, this angle is 45 now. This radius R, this is R1 here. Let me make this thing maybe 10. See what happens. There, so that radius is 10. And this radius over there, right now is 34. I'll make it 50. Good. Now, notice that the name here, right now it says nothing. If I go and change this desired name from nothing, my first design, that thing on the top will become my first design. The only thing I haven't done is material. So let's go and apply a nominal material here. Nominal material. Let's make it metal, aluminum on that part. And then we say, okay, notice that right now it's aluminum. Okay. And yeah, so if you want to change this thing, you can change that to iron. There is a material called iron, and it changes to iron, and the properties of iron are used here. For example, you find the mass of this, you notice that corresponds to this thing made of iron. And yeah, it is possible to reorder these things if you want.